This episode is brought to you by The Rival Collection. The Rival Collection is a men's premium quality apparel brand. They emphasize the word premium because they construct and print all of their pieces out of San Francisco, California. The Rival delivers their orders in amazing packaging with added goodies. They work great for holidays as gifts because of the wrapping. You could tell the folks at the Rival Collection really care about their whole unboxing experience, which I think is something that's just not done for men's apparel brands. Oh, the Rival Collection ships to the UK and Canada. Go to therivalcollection.com and use the code word GarageCast at checkout for 20% off of your total order. You know what, guys? I do have to thank you for bearing with me while I read through these ads because, well, I got to read the ads, right? That's how I drive traffic over to the Rival Collection and the Arman Hocker Project and whoever else, Project Six Killer over there in Virginia. That's how this works. So without further ado, let's start the episode. Yo, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Garage Cast. First of all, let me get this out of the way. A big shout out. I have to do this. A big shout out to everybody that's on Facebook taking pictures of your damn near dead grandparents and uncles in the hospital, tied up and hooked up to all the machines, while you sit there and seize the opportunity to take a picture with them, and they have zero idea what's going on. Also, you can post it on Facebook and say something about them, which I don't understand that at all. What are you doing? They're in the hospital. If you cared about them, you would have taken pictures 17 years ago, 17 months ago, not while they're in the daggone hospital, dude. Easily twice a month, scrolling through Facebook, never on Instagram, never on Twitter. Scrolling through Facebook, I go, oh, so I guess they're about to die, so that's why you want to take these pictures. Way to go. Great, great nephewing and niecing you've been doing, caring about those folks. I never understood it. Why? What are you doing? So now then if I like the picture, what am I doing? Am I liking the fact that you waited until they're in the hospital to say, oh, yeah, now I'll take a picture. Love you, Unc. Should have loved that dude a year ago when he was fine, when he was walking around. Or it's worse when it's the grandparents. Like, come on, bro. Your grannies and grandpas don't know anything about the technological advances of what's going on. Why is there a phone in my face taking this picture of my old wrinkly body? It's up there with daggone newborn baby pictures. Hey, dude, let the mother, get a couple of days, recover. Nope. What do you got to do? Baby's born, baby's tagged, mommy's tagged. Out of the daggone delivery room, hey, we got to get a picture. Why? A simple text on Facebook. Good. Hey, baby's born, healthy. See you guys in a few weeks. Great. I'm good. I don't need to see a woman who was either literally split open or cut open. I don't need to see her. Let her be. Nah. Let's go ahead and expose this baby to the World Wide Web right off the jump. Let's just get the kid out there. Mother looking horrible. Let's do that. Oh, man. I'm sorry, folks. I'm kind of not upset. Some things just bother me. It's been a crazy week. Well, I do want to say thank you to Shiloh Kenny for coming out last episode and talking about. I try to keep things light on this podcast. I mean, it's all fun and games. It's all with humor behind it. I don't try to take myself too seriously or the topics, but last episode he came to me and wanted to come on here and talk about it because, I mean, I think all that stuff hits home for people in some way, either personally dealing with them or someone they know. And if not, hopefully listening to that episode kind of got you aware of some things going on with you or somebody that if there's a change in behavior with them, or, you just start picking up on things. Sometimes with people, you just have to talk to them so you can kind of feel them out, see where their head is, start to notice when they're not coming out as much, not out partying or anything necessarily, but they're kind of keeping to themselves. Sometimes that can be a sign. And if you don't pick up on those signs, it's good or bad, Sometimes if you don't pick up on those signs, the worst case scenario is, them harming themselves or someone around them. So, I definitely want to thank Shiloh. I think we're supposed to do another one here. Not that topic, but I think he's supposed to come back come back over here. So we can do another episode. I like talking to good old Shiloh. But try to keep things light, man. But we had to talk about that. Anyway, what's going on? What's going on in the world today? Oh. Sorry, I'm back. Don't worry. So, in Virginia, these boys are over here rioting, man. Well, I'm not going to call it rioting, but they're definitely causing, or it's being portrayed as causing, a freaking disturbance, uprising, or whatever you want to call it, protests by some folks out there at a college. I'm so uninformed. I've been looking at that or seeing it the past couple of days. I can't even sleep. But I've been looking at that stuff the past couple of days, and I'm just going, whatever. I mean, do what you do, protest, do your permits, and go down there and do everything. The thing that gets me, right, is whatever, anything that happens on Facebook, right? Anything that happens on Facebook, there were a few, this is when it first started. There were a couple of pictures put out there about, I think one of them was about some scientist dude that is at the university protesting, and now they're talking about, well, he's a Nazi and all this stuff, right? What amazes me, and there were 2 or 3 pictures, and it was all in this thread that I was following on Facebook. Not following, a friend of mine posted it. He commented on it. Oh, Facebook is getting ridiculous. Anyway, he posted, but these people, when I tell you Matlock, when I tell you daggone Miami Vice-esque detective work, these people on Facebook, they had this picture of this guy. They found out who the guy was, right? Screenshot, boom. Hey, this guy is James Smith. He's a Nazi, or, whatever the heck they're talking about. So a few people comment, boom, where he works. And then people comment, hey, hope they know that they're employing a freaking Nazi and all this stuff. 2 comments later, they screenshot the small business's boss, the owner, family business. Hey, man, you might want to know that a Nazi is working and protesting or working for your company. You employ Nazis, dude. It was almost mind-boggling. It seemed like it happened so fast. These Facebook detectives are just sitting back going, oh, we have to find out who that, and you'll see it on a lot of stuff, right? But this is just recent stuff. These people just broke out this this elite team, this I don't know, that Liam Neeson's character in Taken, I Will Find You. They were just like, this is who this guy is. This is where he works. Here's his boss's Facebook account. And they probably went on. I stopped after that. I said, I can't do this. They're going to have this daggone dog on there. Like, yo, you know your daggone master's a Nazi, dude. But these Facebook detectives broke it down to a science. So we're not just going to find you. We're going to find who you work for. And it not like, all right, he works for Roto-Rooter or, whatever business. All right, yeah, but no, man. They found the owner of said business and put him on there. Hey, you're employing a Nazi protesting down here at this school for whatever the heck they're protesting for. Hysterical, man. Freaking hysterical. I don't think I have normal stalker investigative skills on Facebook. You make some kind of comment or whatever. I'll go to your profile picture, or, your profile, and I'll just be like, okay, whatever. This is this person. This is what they do or something. But these people went layer after layer after layer after layer, deep into this guy's life. More deep than I think I would have gone. Maybe you get a picture of him and then take a picture. What is it? A screenshot of his Facebook profile. Okay, I'm done. That's almost too much for what it was, by the way. These folks over here protesting. They're already protesting. That's enough exposure. That's enough exposure on the World Wide Web for them to reap any sort of not benefits, but for them to be exposed. That, to me, that's like, that's enough. Nah, not these guys. I feel like they teamed. They were like Captain Planet. They just teamed up and like, who is it? Where's he employed? Who's his boss? Together we are the Facebook investigators. They just went too deep, man. Too deep. But yeah, dude. That stuff in Virginia, hopefully, I think I just saw something. They're supposed to, not the guys in Charlotte, that's where it is. Not those guys, but they're supposed to go do something in Texas. I'm over it. Well, you gotta be kidding me, man. Anyway, let's keep it light. I just thought that was funny how people just go so deep on Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, check this out, right? You got the joint Facebook account, right? Husband and wife, right? Even boyfriend and girlfriend, I assume. And then you got the people that don't have a Facebook account, period. And I go deep. I go, okay. Husband and wife joint. One of you cheated, right? And now you don't trust the other one. I don't understand I almost don't understand having a joint bank account, but a joint Facebook account. So you're telling me that your lives are so intertwined that there's only one point of contact? If your friend Janice wants to talk to you on Facebook, your husband Julian has to see it. Not has to see it, but come on, man. One of you guys cheated. And then here's the kicker, right? One of you guys cheated, or if you don't have a Facebook account because of whatever it is, hey, dude, Facebook didn't get you busted. Facebook isn't the one to blame. You are. You messed up. You know what I'm saying? Just recently, maybe a few months ago, I was friends with, a guy I worked with, a guy's wife that I worked with, 16 years ago. But really so I could still talk to him, just where is he, how's it going, all that kind of thing. And I know their family and everything. So a few months ago, this dude pops up on Facebook. I guess he said, I'll get a Facebook account. And this is literally 10 years after our friend and his wife. And you kind of look at that and you go, all right, he came around or whatever, fine. But if they had this joint thing, that would say to me, well, somebody doesn't trust somebody. It wasn't Facebook, bro. I want you to know that. I want you to remember that. There's some people that have sworn off Facebook. And I look at it too as you made that choice to do whatever. Oh man, everybody's into some nonsense and some BS. And I look at it and I go, you know you pick your friends on Facebook, who you're connected to, right? Because I'm a guy that'll just leave people in limbo. You know what I mean? Send a friend request. There's 114 people in my friend request, whatever, purgatory, whatever you call it. Because I just go, I don't want to talk to them, or we're not that close, or whatever it is. But I think the kicker is we're not friends on Facebook, right? And ever since you sent the request, you've never even sent a message, a text message to even kind of say, oh, hey, not I wanted to be friends because, but if you send a friend request, I do know you. But if you're not even sending a message, like, hey, bro, what's been going on? If you're not even doing that, what makes you think I'm going to add you as a friend? I got my babies on the daggone Facebook, dude. You're not coming over my house. But there's people on there just hanging out years now. Many years. But whatever. But yeah, that Facebook thing, dude. It's not Facebook didn't make you cheat. You cheated. Let's remember that. Hands 100%. You're the culprit. Not Facebook, not the algorithm. Why are you friends with the old girlfriend? You got to be smart, bro. Don't friend the ex-girlfriend. Unless you guys were so mature that nothing's there anymore. And even then, that's dangerous. Crazy talk, man. I just got right before I started recording. I didn't get into an argument, but so this ends up being the Facebook podcast. So on Facebook, if one of my friends gets tagged by their friend and I'm not friends with, I can go in and post on that thread and just whatever, LOL, share it. I don't know, whatever it is, right? So this guy gets mad. Upset. WTF, why are you pushing this rapper? I'm like, yo, I'm not even reading. I'm not even pushing this. But my point is, you don't even understand what you're working with. So I respond to this guy and I'm just going, if you tag someone, their friends can comment on that post. If you don't like this, you should change your privacy settings on who can comment, who can see your post. Because I don't see everyone's post that friends of mine are tagged in because the people that are tagging them have changed their freaking privacy settings. But this guy gets mad. He WTF'd me. I find that offensive, especially over text. You don't WTF over text. It's crazy talk. That's all I've been doing. Doing podcasts with Shiloh Kenny and arguing on freaking social. Well, not arguing, but noticing some very strange things on social media. People love to argue. Why? Why are you arguing? I try not to argue. I try to explain my point, which, right, is another way of saying arguing. But on Instagram, this is the social media podcast. That's what this episode is going to be titled, Social Media Podcast. But check this out. I'm on Instagram, just scrolling through mindlessly, like we do, right? Just scrolling, trying to find something interesting. Excuse me. Trying to find something interesting, and this photo pops up, or basically, or I forget what state, doesn't matter, but this family had a garden in their front yard, a bunch of vegetables, a bunch of stuff. The city had changed the ordinance. It said, all right, you can't have, and whatever a garden is. What's the difference between a garden and a bush, or a bunch of bushes? Whatever. And that's probably explained. But the ordinance said, hey, you can't have a garden in your front yard. And these guys, I don't know, hippies or not or whatever, they were utilizing their yard. They said, all right, we got whatever it is, and we're gonna put a garden in the front yard and whatever else in the backyard. Maybe they put it in the front yard because there's more sun. Maybe there's a lot of trees in the backyard. Whatever. So on the post, there's a picture of these two people in their front yard. I think a local news channel was reporting on it. And it says something to the effect of family is told that the ordinance about gardens in the front yard has changed. It wasn't police, but law enforcement showed up and started ripping out their plants or stuff, or their vegetables or whatever was planted. So I respond simply, they couldn't get a grace period, Why couldn't they get a grace period? Don't make me read this freaking thing. Oh, this is what it says. I said they definitely should have gotten a grace period. And my point of view was these whoever it is, law enforcement, whoever the people are, they came. And what was funny, the people that came out specifically to that house, which is very weird, because ordinances get changed all the time in cities. I mean, whatever, noise ordinance, whatever it is, right? But those are usually things that kind of just get changed because of a change in time. It's just things are outdated, or something that was put in place to prevent or help this thing. It's past due. The thing is already helped. The thing has changed. It's fine. But my argument was, whoever came out there to say, hey, you two people that have the garden, the Italian garden, it was nothing but pepperoni and mozzarella. But the people you guys that have the garden, hey, the ordinances changed. It changed whatever. Yes, and it was something like that. Like the people came out, said were informed that the ordinance was changed 2 days ago, right? So I feel like I want to read this. All right, here it is. The city of Sugar Creek, Missouri, passed an ordinance to make it illegal to grow food in front yard gardens. 2 days after they passed the ordinance, the city went after the Athens family, forcing them to destroy their food or face a fine and potential jail time. All right, so I got the story wrong. They didn't start pulling this stuff out, but that was the thing. You go, all right, 2 days after they passed the ordinance, right? So 2 days after they passed the ordinance, some folks go out there and tell them what's up. My statement was not a grace period, not months, but whoever came out there, this is what I would have done. Looking at everything, if they had a freaking some tomato plants, something relatively small, I'll like, hey man, this stuff has got to go, in whatever, a couple of days, move it. But if they had really food just in this huge garden, this is what I would have done. And this was why I posted this. I would have said, all right, you guys got a lot of stuff up here. It's literally the walkway. That the only thing that's open is the walkway to your front door. I'm going to give you guys 14 days, 2 weeks, something reasonable. I mean, there's not a picture. There's not a good picture of the garden or the yard. I'm gonna give you guys 2 weeks because the ordinance was changed 2 days ago. I'm gonna give you guys 14 days. You guys have to move this stuff from here to wherever, but it can't be in the front yard. That's all I was saying. If that's what I mean, grace period, you know? So then this guy comes, and I think I know they're called trolls, but I think some people, because I post a lot on Instagram, and no one ever says anything, and usually it's opinion based, and it's either, that's great, or it can be something that if I were in a conversation face to face, I would say it, and then the conversation could go on, or we could talk about it. But these types of people, I think, just they just try to find me like I'm important. No, I'm not important, but they try to find me to argue. So I say that, yeah, man, for sure they could have gotten the grace period. So this guy comes back. He says, or the people can work together to maintain liberty and resist against rights being turned into privileges, where the true American patriotism, where's the true American patriotism in this post? I don't know if he's talking about mine or my post or his post, whatever. My point is, the way he's how I know that it's just him, how I know that he's the one that wants to argue with me or pick at me or whatever it is, he's the only one that responds. Just like this is a while ago, the guy about the marijuana, what do you call those things? Marijuana stores? I forget what they're called or commonly known by. But the same thing. He's the only one that's responding to me. So I go, oh, this guy just wants to argue. So then he says that, and I get into, well, it's up to when the police officer pulls you over, they can give you a ticket or not. I mean, some things they have to, if you run off a road and cause damage and all that kind of thing, there has to be a paper trail for that because other things were involved. If someone pulls you over if an officer pulls you over for speeding, they don't have to give you a ticket. They can just look at it, hey, slow down. And that's all I was saying for this. Now, if this guy's talking about where's the patriotism, meaning why was the law changed? Well, yeah, that has nothing to do with me. But if he's talking about me, this is why I take breaks from social media. That's why I don't post a lot on social media, especially, a bunch of controversial things and everything. I try to just keep it simple. Yo, on Facebook, here's a new episode. Here's just a random post that I was thinking about. That's why I try to keep it there, because there's so many of these people out there not talking to other people face to face the way they would talk to people, the way they do talk to people on the internet. And it's almost, it's frustrating, man. It makes me, and I think that's why most of the time I just scroll through and I don't say anything. But something like this, because of the original post, they said they're gonna have to move it. And the post is done. The post is done like a meme, so it wasn't the original. It wasn't the original news broadcast text. That news broadcast text says, "New ordinance forces man to destroy his garden." Now, if you know anything about the news, that's not what it's saying. The new ordinance is saying that that the garden can't be in the front yard. It doesn't say he has to destroy the garden. But if they say that on the news, man has to destroy his garden, it's going to get more views. It's going to get more people intrigued about, he has to destroy what happened. But if it's something like that, I look at it and I go, well, let's be reasonable. There's some things where you have to use force and you can't be reasonable. And then there's things like this where you go, well, there has to be a grace period with something like this. If it's loud noise, if it's, even if it's something like, Some places, some cities, I want to say most cities, you can't have more than, or you can't have, I think it's vehicles on the street that are yours that can't run. Something like that. And then let alone if there's vehicles in your driveway that are broken down or just dilapidated. If someone complains about it, okay, now you have X amount of days. But you still have X amount of days to get rid of this vehicle. You have X amount of days to call a tow truck, to haul it to the junkyard, to get it running, to go, no, look, this thing runs, it's fine. I was just, changing the rotor or something. But that's all I was saying. But these people, they make me just need to slow down and breathe, man. These people are ridiculous. That's been my freaking week, dude. Just hanging out, watching people post their freaking grannies, not knowing that they're gonna be on the World Wide Web, and for what? Here's the other thing: when people post dead people, rest in peace or whatever, so and so Pat. If I like it, what am I liking? If I hit the like button, I should start just being a straight asshole and doing smiley faces and whatever the heck else is on Facebook. Because why are you posting this? Why? I don't know you well enough to even know who your uncle or whoever it was is. And if they passed away, hey, I've lost family members before. It's tough, bro. You might want to stay off of social media. You might want to go call some people. Get some face-to-face time, depending on how you're handling it. Some people can handle it. Hey, they were 97. Time for them to go. Their kids are, adults and successful and happy, and they've met their grandchildren or whatever. Some people can handle it. But when it comes to, I guess, people dying young, even 50, right, is young. But when it comes to that, some people can't handle it. They should not post on Facebook. Do what you want. But if you post on Facebook, I'm hitting you with that smiley face joint. And then people say, I'm a jerk, I'm an asshole. And I'll go, why'd you post it? Why? Do you ever ask yourself that? Why'd you post it? They're dead. I don't need to know that they're dead. It's killing me. I think I've said this before, but I never knew how much I didn't care about other people's lives until Facebook came along. MySpace, Well, I don't think MySpace wasn't around as long, so people weren't literally grown into it. But man, Facebook, hysterical. Facebook is just, it's too much, man. It's way too much. Sorry about this. Every now and then I have to take notes. I'm getting up there in age. I need to write some stuff down. Anyway, on a better note, I think I'm gonna do another shirt giveaway this week. Probably this weekend, like I did before. Over the weekend, share it, tag some friends, hashtag GarageCastPod. Got some new goodies in. So whoever wins that one, I'll throw some stuff in there. Throw some extras in there. If you want to buy some shirts, and why would you want to buy shirts? Just listen to the podcast. Follow me on Instagram at Arman_Hocker. And just, I keep hitting this microphone. Follow me on Instagram or follow the GarageCast Facebook page. It just win free stuff. You know what I'm saying? Free shirts. Whatever new products I'm getting in, I'll sell that. I'll give those away. Why not? If you want to check them out, go to, I want to check out the shirts. Go to the Garage Cash Facebook page. Go to photos, and then it's in the merchandise. I might tag that. I should tag that now. Tag that. Pin that. Yeah, man. Go there. And, if you want to get some, hit me up. And we'll set up a rendezvous to get you those slick Garage Cash shirts. Yeah, man. Yeah. Got some new stuff. I'm trying to figure out what else to get. Shirts, hats. What do you guys want, man? Let me know. Let me know and I'll get it. Unless it's something ridiculous. I should do ink pens. I have a startup business, a nonprofit, the Arman Hocker Project. Yeah, man. I don't know. Kind of running out of stuff to talk about, man. It's ridiculous. Let me check these show notes. Hey, so I'm talking to my wife. Hey, get out of here, tweet. So I'm talking to my wife. Get out of here. I'm talking to my wife about just scrolling through. Facebook is the death of me, dude. Scrolling through Facebook, and you'll see things. You'll see there are all these groups. So there was a time where yard sales were on Saturday, when in people's yards, where you drive around the neighborhood and you go, oh, there's yard sales. Sometimes they'll do big community yard sales. They'll go to a big church parking lot, or if there's a park, in that neighborhood or something, a bunch of people will be up there selling their old junk. So I came across a maternity bra. First of all, gross. I'm talking to my wife and go, who sells maternity bras? I was like, who sells used maternity bras? Now, right, if you got kids, right, there may be a part where you go, nah, I'm getting all new stuff. And there's some part of you that goes, well, yeah, I'll get some used stuff too. Me, maternity bra, I'm getting it new. Well, they have more. No, we're getting it new. I was talking to my wife about it, and so I said, yeah, what is this, man? People selling maternity bras? And she goes, is it new or used? First words out of my mouth. Don't matter. You got milk oozing out of the boob. New or you? No, I'm not buying a maternity bra off of a Facebook garage podcast, a Facebook garage sale, whatever group or something. No, don't matter. New, you, I got trust issues. Nah, because it was laid out. It wasn't in the package. So even if they used it and kept the package, nah, laying out on the couch, maternity bra. Nah, I'm good. Used, gross. But is it new or you? Don't matter. Doesn't matter at all. You're not. No, you're not. And you'll see these you'll see these groups, and they will literally, they'll try to sell you anything. And I've seen cats go back and forth, just making fun of people to put half a bottle of hot sauce on there just to mess around, right? But people they'll find a 3-ring binder. Hey man, $5 or best offer. What? It's one item. You're trying to sell me a 3-ring binder? Sorry, bro. Unless I'm a struggling college student or some, somebody in high school that I need a 3-ring binder, bro. I don't have a car, whatever it is. I'm not buying one 3-ring binder. This is what you sell. You sell the file cabinet joint with the hanging folders in it, with some 3-ring binders, with the little white piece of paper that goes in the drawer slot so you can see this is this is A through H. That's what you sell. Don't try to sell me one 3-ring binder. But there's all kinds of stuff out there like that. On all of these groups, people selling. Even shoes, I'll give you that. Not my cup of tea, but I'll give you that. But people, they'll one item you to death. Hey man, I'm selling this old hat, this sun hat. What? That's it? You're doing one item and it's a sun hat? I'm good, bro. I'll just wear a towel. I'm not buying a sun hat. And it's never an exotic thing. It's always some just commonplace. Hey man, I got this pack of pencils. Trying to get on these pencils. Old school. Rubber pencils. I never knew what the benefit of a rubber pencil was. But I got this pack of pencils, dude. And that'll be it. $2 or best offer, no trades. Come on. Trying to sell me nonsense. Do a reel. If you're gonna do it online, do a real one. I've seen it. Sell me size 2T baby clothes or whatever. Like, give me a bundle where it's like, hey man, we got 15 shirts, 30 pants, 5 pairs of shoes, $30. Give me that. And people will go, well, what if I just want? Nah, bro, it's all or nothing. Give me that instead of I got one baby outfit. As a matter of fact, I got one baby outfit. And it's as a matter of fact, I got a onesie, just one onesie. That's what I'm selling. $3 or best offer. Come on, man. Facebook is gonna ruin my daggone sanity. Anyway, folks, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. If you didn't listen to last week's episode, Shiloh Kenny, check it out. Hopefully you can help some folks. Head on over to the Rival Collection. Don't forget about those guys, the Rival Collection. Use the discount code GarageCast at checkout. Get 20% off of anything you buy there. There's no restrictions. You want sunglasses? If you want to get a sweatshirt, sunglasses, a t-shirt, and some athletic apparel and a water bottle from there, use that discount code. Boom, 20% off. Let them know I sent you. Check out the Facebook GarageCast page, or the GarageCast Facebook page. Follow me on Instagram, Arman_Hocker, or just type that in, Arman_Hocker, and Twitter at the GarageCast or Arman Hocker, either one. I push stuff out on both of them. And I think that's going to be it. Thanks for listening. I'm going to do a t-shirt giveaway this weekend too. So I'll do another video. I think I'm going to put it on both Facebook and Instagram, 2 separate ones, right? So stay tuned. Go over there, like the Facebook page, and follow me on Instagram so you don't miss out on the free goodness that I'm giving. All right, folks. Thank you.